Hi, Ed Diaz here. In today's video, we're going to learn how to use velocity switching inside a program. All right, let's get started. Here's what a velocity switch is. When you play the keyboard and you strike the keys, that produces a velocity, or how hard you strike the keys. So if you play the keys softly, it's a lower velocity. If you play the keys hard, it's a higher velocity. Okay, so we're going to set up a program that combines a layer with velocity switching. So what's going to happen, I'm going to play one sound through the keyboard, but as I hit harder, another sound is going to poke through. So check it out, something really cool that could be a really nice way to add accents or a little bit different dynamics to your playing. All right, let's get started. So once again, in this example, I am using the AX-Editor app, and you could do this all with the keyboard, but this is just an easier way for me to show you. So I'm going to start off with in the keys with the organ. So now I'm going to go to my editor app, and I'm going to press read. And yes, it's going to read what's on the top level of the AX-Edge. Okay, great. So there's the organ. So now I'm going to go over to switch. And as you can see, this particular VK organ program is only using one of the 4 parts available. So let's turn on another part. So now I'm going to go over to part 1, and I'm going to turn it off. So all I can do is focus on part 2. Now I'll go to part 2, and I'm going to choose something other than a lead, maybe like a brass sound. So I'm going to hit the list button right here, go through some of my tones, and inside the AX-Edge you have 1,296 tones available to you. So you could really come up with some awesome and imaginative programs. So I'm going to go into my brass section. Let's find a brass sound to work with. Let's use this AX-JP brass. So I'll select it. Now I'm going to turn both of them on together. So I'll go into switch, and I'll turn on part 1 and part 2 simultaneously, which will create a layer. Okay, that's great. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my arrow and go over to keyboard, the keyboard section here. As you can see, this is where I can adjust the keyboard range levels, uppers and lowers, and the fades, but it's also where I can adjust velocity range. So the lowest velocity range is 1 and the highest is 127. So at that range, it's going to always play. So check this out. If I go to velocity range lower and I raise it, let's do about 110. Now listen, it's just organ. Where did the brass go? So what's going on is I haven't reached that velocity range that I've set for part 2, which is 110. So now let's go ahead and start playing a little bit harder to increase our velocity and see if we can hear when that brass kicks in. Oh, there it is. Pretty cool. So you can go ahead and play regular, and then for those certain accents, you can have that other sound kick in. Then play soft, and it's no longer there. So that's pretty cool. So that's called velocity switching. So we're switching from 2 or more sounds. In this example, we're using 2, but we could actually use up to 4. So if I go ahead and play soft, a little louder, there it is. So there we go. It's a pretty cool thing, velocity switching. Give this a try for yourself inside your Roland AX-Edge, and you're going to love it. It's a great way to add some dynamics to your performance inside the AX-Edge and have more than one sound come out for your performance. Now, if I wanted to save this, I would go ahead and touch where it says VK Organ. I'd probably name it first, and I might call it VK Organ / brass and maybe Velo. Oh, I'm running out of stuff, so I might take out that. There we go, and let's go ahead and name it and Velo for velocity. So organ brass Velo, and press OK. So I just named it, and if you look, it's showing up temporarily inside my AX. So I'm going to press the right button, decide where I want to put it. I'll go ahead and put it on number 2. And press the right button, and now it's right in that particular program inside the AX-Edge. All right, great. So as you can see, creating velocity switching inside the AX-Edge is very easy. Take your time, experiment with it, and you're going to come up with some amazing programs that you can use to enhance your live playing situation. All right, I hope this helps you out. You guys take care, and we'll talk to you later.